Hello, everyone. My name is Jared Morrison. I'm a learning and organizational development consultant with the Learning and Organization Development Unit for Ohio State University Extension. And we are here today to talk about engaged teaching connection. And I am here with my colleague, Amy Komicher.
Hi, everybody. I'm Amy Komicher, Instructional Development Specialist with Learning and Org Development Unit in Extension. And Jared's going to lead us off here with the Connect Before content.
Yeah, so as we talked about, engaged teaching connection. So there's a lot that goes into online teaching, and we'll continue to turn the idea of connection before content. So think of your favorite classroom, teacher, or professor, and what made that place or person your favorite. And I'm going to bet that it wasn't the specific or sheer content that they shared, but there was something deeper, something a little bit more meaningful that you needed to connect to your learners. So you need to establish rapport in a safe or a brave space, one that has psychological empowerment and one that is welcoming and inclusive. How you start matters, and I'm not talking about the first words of your specific content. At times, gathering virtually can feel impersonal, so how you connect before your content can even be more important than how you jump into your lesson. So we'll break this down into these three pieces you see on the screen now: initiate, energy, and introduce. So as we start to talk about initiate here, make sure of a few things. You'll want to arrive to the room early. It can be really off-putting to learners and confusing to show up in a space where there's no facilitator, teacher, there's no one else in the room. So make sure you're there so that you can welcome them and that they can feel comfortable once they arrive. You want to be conversational. So ease your learners into this session by talking with them. Allow your own natural curiosity to guide you and ask how they are, what the highlight of the day is. You can ask something that you see about in their immediate background. Maybe they have a virtual background picture or something cool on the bookshelf behind them. But it invites learners to engage on a little bit more personal, but still safe level, and it allows them to begin connecting. When you can, keep it lighthearted and positive. So this will set your learners up to be excited, comfortable, and engaged. If there are multiple learners present, find connections and ways to encourage them to work and speak together. Some platforms will also let you play music or share audio from your computer, which is another great way. So you can find some music to help open your session. You can choose something that you like, which is possible another opening connection. And try to keep it light and positive. So I've had good luck with people like James Taylor, Michael Bublé, Colby Calais, and several others like that. One thing you should avoid is the often overheard phrase, "We'll just wait a few more minutes." This really kind of invites your learners to take time to check out and go somewhere else. So they may open their emails, start another task, or start to do something different. You really want to capitalize on this time with your learners to try to make them engage with you and each other so that they can really be set up to really be strong, engaged in your session. So the next piece that we'll talk about then is your energy. And throughout this time and over the course of your entire lesson, you should always be aware of energy. Mind your body language and your voice. Try to look at the camera as much as possible. You always have notes and different things to check into, so that's okay. But you want to also look at the camera because that is how people view it, as you looking them in the eye as if you were in person. Try to keep your voice light and positive, speak clearly, and slow down. Most speakers tend to speak really fast, especially in the virtual atmosphere. So you want to be cognizant of your pace. Present yourself as confident, welcoming, and curious for your learners to engage with. Keep in mind, most people have their first impression within 7 seconds. So start off smiling, confident, and welcoming. So next we'll move into the introduction piece of connecting before content.
Thanks, Jared. So along with the introduction, there's kind of two pieces to this. You're going to need to start by wrapping up the small talk and the engagement that you began with your learners and transition them into a more formal space. So this is the time when you're going to start announcing to everyone that you're planning to record the session. If you are, be mindful of the content. Some sessions might be sensitive in nature, depending on the topic, so you may not choose to record that. Regardless, you're going to still want to transition into a formal introduction. If you are going to record, be sure to press record before you begin your formal introduction to the topic. This just really helps give longevity and polish to your recording should you choose to repost it for learners later or save it for future sessions. That formal introduction gives a solid start to a session. If a session is recorded in a way that it's kind of cut off, then it's kind of off-putting to anyone who goes to view that recording. So press record, begin your formal introduction, and then you are ready to launch into your learning session.
Great, thanks, Amy. So that really wraps it up for our 3 pieces of connection before your content with initiate, keeping your energy up, and then introducing into your actual content for that lesson. So we do want to acknowledge our colleague, Danae Wolf, who put together this beautiful slide template. And we also have our information here for you, for Amy and I, if you have any follow-up questions or need more information. So thank you and happy teaching.